new program right here on Newsbuster NGTV. It's a lovely Tuesday morning and we are happy to be here. My name is Olayinka Olatunji. Say many thanks for joining us this morning.
And I also join my colleague in welcoming you to another interesting episode of our daily newspaper review here in Newsbuster NGTV within the city of Lagos. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to all our viewers across the globe.
All right, on the front pages of our national dailies this morning, I have with me here the nation's newspaper. And if you look at the front of the paper this morning, you would see governors and governors-elect at war over funds and projects.
As we all know that our review spread across all our dailies, as we have before this morning, Nigerian Tribune, the Punch newspaper, The Nation, and the Blueprint, including Punch Sporting. I'm starting from the Blueprint newspaper. Details of that story can be found on page 6, saying Adamu Omishore running APC as family business.
All right, Aliyah takes on autumn in Benue, what it tackles Ikpeazu in Abia, and it's Abba versus Ganduje in Kanu. This is, of course, talking about the issues ongoing right now between governors and governors-elect in Nigeria. You know, it is funny how you have not assumed power, but you are in position. How can you not allow a government to finish its tenure before you now start issuing directives? And May 29th is just around the corner. I feel like there should not be war between the governors and governors-elect. Just allow them to do their stuff and go. But Nigerian politics is actually funny because they kind of change every day. I haven't heard a situation whereby an interim government would not allow, maybe an incoming government will not allow a government that is incumbent, to finish its tenure and just leave. Why are you tackling the governors and saying that they are spending too much money, they are doing this? In fact, there was this allegation that the governor-elect of Benue State actually, got a court injunction to freeze the federal government's account, the government account of Benue.
And the like you said earlier, the problem we keep having in this country is that all human beings, every party, regardless of your personality, always forget the fact that you being assumed a particular position at this point in time is by privilege, not by mandatory. Fine, you've been elected as the governor-elect. It takes you nothing less than, let's say, 2 months to this time for you to assume power properly after being sworn in. To me, when I read the story this morning, I felt, why the governor-elect is so in haste
I don't know
to assume power. So sometimes we always have two motives. One, are you going there to serve the public? Are you going there as a servant, or you are going there for your own personal interest? So those are the two questions I will hang on upon now. Right here, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper also says, gunshot in Port Harcourt as APC PDP supporters clash.
All right, still on the front page of the nation's newspaper this morning, why we are wary of government's regulations by media owners. You can find that on page 3 of the nation's newspaper.
Also from here, still on the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning, Nigerian Press Organization unveils National Media Complaints Commission.
And singer Portable gets bail. You can find details of that on page 6.
And that's another interesting stories that ravaged the air yesterday. Sincerely, what's his name? Sazu, known as Portable, was arraigned before Ifo Magistrate Court yesterday with over 6 different count charges. Saying, but the major point there is an assault.
He assaulted
the policeman that came for his invitation for him to have visited the command in respect of fracas between him and the other party. But the lesson there is, no matter how, first and foremost, the Nigerian police force are law-abiding citizens to ensure that rules and regulations of the force must be obliged, irregardless of your personality, your your esteem and in the society, because what Portable did when I saw the video is a little bit wrong.
You know, he was busy shouting, "Hey, they arrest the star! I'm a star!" You have to.
The way and manner he was ranting in that video shows the level of abnormalities the guy has caused. Because when looking at it on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, I was like, is there anything aside from this proper invitation? Because he was even demanding for where is the arrest
Yes, he said warrants and that the policemen didn't have ID cards.
So that's why we have detective police officers. At least as far as Nigeria is concerned today, we have Force Criminal Investigative Department, we have an intelligence department that they can come to any of your media outfit, they can come to any of your houses, your properties, just like what happened at what was it called yesterday, Ajao Estate. I mean the Eze Ndigbo that was agitating for hyper to come into Lagos
to protect the
properties and belongings of Igbos and lands and properties. You know, all these things. As I speak to you now, the man in question is before the state CID party right now. But the lesson to learn from this Portable scenario is just that let us always be an abiding law citizen.
Then I feel like Nigerians are easily, moved by entertainment or entertainment scenes. I feel like we celebrate things that we ought not to celebrate. How can someone come and says he was like he's a baboon, he lives in the zoo, Zazu, and it was, it's so funny how someone like that is staying around your environment, behaving like that. He actually said he ran from Lekki down to his bar and they came after him there. His bar is a zoo, he's a baboon and stuff.
But do you even know the
Nigerian
part?
DJs have turned it into a song and people are dancing to it. It's actually now a challenge on TikTok and other social media platforms. You are celebrating this guy. How then don't you want him to be like this? He would continue to remain like this because he actually feels that what he's doing is right. The judge said that he should be remanded in what is it called? These centers where they care for people who are drug addicts and is it a rehabilitation center?
Yes.
And as at the correctional center, as at yesterday, he went live on Instagram and he was already on his way home. And the next thing he did was to have a photo shoot. Although on the photo shoot he only said Alhamdulillah, that is I thank God. And people started even Gist Lover commented and like, okay, then leave you. The next thing where you go do not to do photo shoot. We don't even take our security or our what would I call it, our lives as important as it's supposed to be. You have done something, your case has been adjourned till I think the 26th of this month, and the next thing is you come on social media and you are being celebrated for the wrong reasons.
That's why we in fact I didn't even know that somebody like Portable was so calm and gentle to that extent before the police, because at the initial stage of that matter, when they were like trying to prepare his documents to appear before court, he was even soliciting, pleading before the police. He was so sober. But funniest part is that afterward of leaving the court premises yesterday, he was still celebrating himself. But the lesson there to the populace, to the audience watching us right now, is that irrespective of whoever that come to your residence, your organization, for an invitation, please let always oblige.
Police is your friend.
Police is your friend. Police station, all matters are being settled amicably. Not all stations that can just say, okay, well, the next thing is just to shoot you. No. And as far as Nigerian police force is concerned today, it has been reformed, especially under this present Inspector General of Police, that's Usman Alkali Baba. The police, in fact, if not 100%, 90% extremely well equipped, practically and theory.
All right, we're still looking at the front pages of our national dailies. I think we will be taking some commercial break right now, and when we come back, we still have the Punch, the Nigerian Tribune, the Punch Sports, and of course the Blueprints paper to work on. Do stick around.